one of the first games that I ever picked up for my Dreamcast, when I picked it up back in the day after it had already died, and I picked one up for 30 quid out of Game Station. I picked up Quake 3 Arena. This isn't the actual copy. Mine had the box and everything. But yes, this is a decent version of Quake 3 Arena. The issue with it though is the control stick sensitivity, the analog stick. For me, the Dreamcast controller isn't the best. It's alright for some games, but the analog stick, whilst it's solid and has good kind of, I don't know, elasticity to it, I don't know, the controller's just lacking some buttons, and the analog stick's in a kind of position that stresses your thumb a bit, gives it a bit of fatigue. For this game, the controls are by default ridiculously sensitive. Obviously, you'd have been able to play this game online back in the day, but obviously you can't now. Well, you probably can. There'll be people out there playing Dreamcast online somehow, I'm sure. And there's people playing them fucking dial-up things for the Saturn, like Duke Nukem 3D and shit. I've seen that on people doing that on YouTube. I don't remember what it's called. It's called like NetLeak, something like that. Right, so single player. I'm assuming that there's split screen on this, so we'll pick the easiest skill. And the first arena is pretty pathetic. It's just like 2 rooms and a corridor or something. But yeah, that guy there kind of looks like Master Chief off of Halo. Right, so yeah, the controls are fucking completely bent. How do you jump? Right, got the freaking armour. Right, so now let's go on that fanny fest. Yeah, nice smooth port of the game, decent resolution. I think it might be VGA compatible, which is always a good thing on the Dreamcast. Get that VGA resolution going on. 640 by 480 whatever. Does make a huge difference, especially on today's modern HD TVs. As you can see, pretty easy in on the easiest difficult setting. Obviously there's the PC original. I have played that, but not for a while. The sound design's decent, the announcer and the weapon sounds, but the music leaves a bit to be desired, but it is passable. If you like this game, I think there's an Unreal Championship for the Dreamcast available, and obviously if you like that game, then check this game out as well, because they're obviously very similar sort of games. Some people might say that Unreal was basically a copy of Quake, but yeah, you can decide that for yourself. So here we've got a rocket launcher, a pretty effective weapon. You've got the whole usual selection of weapons that you would expect. Some good, some not so good. this rocket launcher is good if you can actually fucking operate the thing, which I'm failing to do at the minute. There we go. Ah, he's got too much armour. You want your fucking rocket launchers to just fucking decimate anyone within the immediate radius of it. So we'll change over to the machine gun. I'm not achieving success with the rocket launcher. You can see the machine gun wasn't amazing. Took quite a while to murder the opponent. But yes, like I say, the controls are kind of a bit oversensitive, a bit horrible to first get used to, but once you do get used to them, it kind of makes sense. You can quickly swing round and aim at the opposition. I'm fucking scared of my own shadow in this game. Every time I see something in the corner of the screen, I'm fucking turning around thinking it's the opposition. I'm doing miserably. I'm not usually this bad at first person games. It is the controls that are pretty bad to begin with. Basically, what you do in this game is you work your way up a ladder of levels. Not really anything to unlock. I think you might be able to unlock characters or something, but I've completed this game. Not sure whether I still have the save file for that. Oh no, ran out of weapon. Get that fucking weapon. Shitty control game. Yes, I'd recommend picking this up for the Dreamcast. It is cheap. There are some decent arenas on it, but I'm just doing miserably here. I think the best thing with this game is if you've got the Dreamcast mouse and keyboard. I believe it's compatible with them, and then you basically get like the full-on PC experience with the game. The Dreamcast controller isn't the best controller, and it's definitely the case when it comes to this game, but there is a solid, decent version of Quake 3 in here if you can get past the dodgy, oversensitive controls. Well, there's someone in the corner then. That's what happens when you play on a tiny little monitor with a tiny little window. Music glitching out and shit, that's all just scratches on the disc. It's always a shame when you've got a decent game and someone's not taking care of it and fucking ruin the disc. But at least it plays, bonus. Bad arse after that goblin snark. And lots of tears. So yes, Quake 3 Arena for the Dreamcast. Pretty cheap to pick up as far as I'm aware, and I'd definitely pick it up. It's only the Dreamcast controller that lets this one down slightly.